Section 7.3, shapes of distributions. We're going to do example 1 here. Let's talk about, we talked about the shapes of distributions when we're looking at a box and whisker plot. Now we're going to talk about the shape of a distribution when we're looking at a histogram. So you look at these 3 diagrams here. In this first one, you can see that the bars in the histogram are higher on the right side than they are on the left. Okay, and because of that, you kind of get this long tail on the left side. So just like with box and whisker plots, wherever the longer whisker was, it was skewed that direction. Well, here where the tail is of the graph, so you got this big hill and then it kind of comes off into a tail, we call that skewed left. So if more of the data is on the right and the tail is on the left, we call that skewed left, wherever the tail is. Now here, each side, most of the data is kind of in the center, and the tails on each side are kind of equal, okay? So we call that symmetric. And then if the tail goes to the right, with more of the data being on the left side, and then it skews off to the right, we call that skewed right. So wherever the tail is, that's the way it's skewed. If there is no tail, and the data is mostly kind of built up in the middle, we call that symmetric. So if we look at this graph first, we've got what we call a frequency table here. And what we want to do is we want to put this frequency table into a histogram. So we want to create our own histogram. So on the x-axis, we are going to have the number, let me make that smaller, the number of tickets sold. So we're going to have the number of tickets sold. And we're going to put down these categories, 1 to 8, then leave a little space, 9 to 16, 17 to 24, 25 to 32, 33 to 40, 41 to 48, and 49 to 56. Now if you look at these categories, each category has 8, a range of 8. So from 1 to 8 is 8, from 9 to 16 is 8, and so on. They have to be equal size. Now, on the y-axis, we are going to put the frequencies. So let's see if I can kind of write that sideways so it's somewhat legible. Yeah, it's not too bad. All right, now, you notice the highest frequency is 25. So I want to have a scale that will get me up to 25. So I don't want to go up by 1s. That would be too many little marks. I'm going to go up by 5s. So we're going to go 5, 10. Try to space them as evenly as you can. 20, 25. Graph paper will be provided if you find that easier to use. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 as the frequency. So this table shows the number of raffle tickets sold by students in your grade. So what this means is that 5 students sold anywhere from 1 to 8 tickets. 9 students sold from 9 to 16. 16 students sold from 17 to 24, and so on. Okay. So how do we make a histogram? Well, it looks like a bar graph where the bars are all connected. So kind of like what you see here. All right. So first, 1 through 8 sold 5 tickets. So I'm going to go up to 5, and we're going to put a bar that comes down kind of right in the middle. From 9 to 16, there was 9. So from 9 to 16, go up to about 9, and make another rectangle that's about that high. And I have trouble drawing lines on here, but forgive me. 1724, we go all the way up to 16 now. So maybe right about there. So I'm going to go up, over, and then up again. So there's 16 in that group. Then the next one's way up at 25. So right up there. So this rectangle is going to go all the way up to 25. Ay, ay, ay. It's embarrassing. Then the next one's 20. So from 33 to 40. 20 students sold somewhere between 33 and 40. So that's going to come across. Of course, I missed it. Oh, gee whiz. And then down. From 41 to 48, there were 8 of them. Okay, so just a little bit lower than that 9 from earlier. And then the last one there were 7, so just a hair below that. And there we have our histogram. Now, what is the shape of this histogram? Well, it kind of comes up to the high point, and then it comes back down. Now, there's a little bit more data on the right than there is on the left, but most of the data is kind of in this middle range. So we would say the shape of this data is symmetric, because most of the data is in the middle. There isn't really a pronounced tail on either side. And there's example 1. Good luck.